We begin this edition in Africa. Several people in South Africa, mainly supporters of jailed President Jacob Zuma, resorted to violence to show their discontent. There is rampant rioting, looting and killing. As of now, at least 72 people have died and more than 1,200 have been arrested so far. 5 days after the imprisonment of former President Jacob Zuma, widespread violence continues. This mall in the eastern region was set ablaze after being looted by robbers. Amid the violence, police and security chiefs held a meeting. The South Africa police minister called on its citizens to stop the riots immediately. About 2,500 troopers have been deployed to quell the violence. Just hours after, President Cyril Ramaphosa deployed troops, stores in 2 South African provinces were ransacked.
No amount of unhappiness or personal circumstances from our people gives the right to anyone to loot, vandalize, and do as they please and break the law. We call on the communities to exercise restraint in dealing with the situation and, above all, ensure that innocent civilians are not harmed. We further urge all communities and groups to reject any call for violence and making the country ungoverned.
The violence that started from Zuma's home province, KwaZulu-Natal, has spread across several major cities. The visuals on your screen now are from South Africa's Gauteng province. Shops and businesses have been vandalized. Trucks and cars have been banned. Traffic movement has been disrupted. Major roads and highways have been barricaded. Civilians have been attacked. At a Johannesburg mall, hundreds of people were seen carrying away goods from shops while outnumbered police watched helplessly. Later, the cops fired rubber bullets in an attempt to disperse the crowds. Government has announced that days of protests, looting and riots could lead to food and medicine shortages in the coming weeks. People have started queuing up to buy food in Durban and other regions. The protests started days ago with the intention of protesting Zuma's arrest, but they have taken an ugly turn since then. The 79-year-old former leader of South Africa, Jacob Zuma, has started his 15-month-long jail term. Zuma led the country for 9 scandal-marred years, during which over $35 billion are estimated to have disappeared from state coffers. Police say disturbances have intensified as Zuma challenged his 15-month prison term in the country's top court. The judgment in the case has been reserved. Our correspondent Alyson Le Grance has been tracking all the developments in Jacob Zuma's home province, KwaZulu-Natal, where the looting and unrest first began. Listen in to her latest report.
There have been horrific events of violence and looting across the country, especially in Gauteng and KwaZulu-Natal, where the South African National Defence Force has deployed its troops to support the police. Now, in some regions, you can see community members have taken matters into their own hands and set up their own security checkpoints to protect their neighborhoods. Now, these mass protests initially started in support of former President Jacob Zuma being jailed, but they seem to have taken an ugly turn as we see a complete breakdown of law and order in the country. Now, another concerning element is that these mass protests could become super spreader events for COVID-19. I'm Alyson Le Grance reporting to you live from Durban in South Africa for WION The World is One.